Hello guys, hi, welcome to another video. My name is Shay. Thanks for tuning into this video. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have never seen me before, have never seen any of my videos. So I want to introduce myself. My name is Shay and I am a first-time mom. I am 25 years old and I have a 9-month-old baby boy. He is so sweet. He was born on July 29th. Bentley, what are you doing? Had an amazing birth story. If you've never heard anything about my birth story or anything of the sort, I will link that video down below. I had an amazing birth, I had an amazing pregnancy, and I am settled into motherhood now. I feel like I need to do more of these sit down videos because this is what I wanted to watch when I was pregnant. But anyways, let me stop rambling. I want to get straight into this video. If you clicked on it, I'm sure you're a new mom or you're about to have a baby and you're trying to figure out what sleep is going to look like when you give birth, or how you can help your baby sleep better. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm just a mom. I'm just a mom that has a routine that has worked for me. So I want to pass along this information just in case it may help any one of you guys in the season that you're in today. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. Now, this is a formula that worked for me and my family. This doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but it could, and that is all that we could hope for as a mom. Like, you just want to try everything, and I just want to first say that I want to encourage you guys. I know how hard it is. I know what it feels like when a baby is not sleeping. I know that it's tough, but mama, you got this. I'm so proud of you, and I know if nobody else has told you this, you're doing amazing. Your baby's alive, your baby's healthy, you're doing amazing. Even though you may not feel like you're doing amazing, you are. So, for a little context, my baby started sleeping through the night. I'm talking, well, let's start from 6+ hours, because 6+ hours is really when it starts to feel good. But he started sleeping through the night at around 2 months old. He was doing 4 to 6 hours by the time he was like 2 weeks old. But he regularly was down, out for the count for 8 hours a night when he was 2 months. And that was an interesting time because right when he was 2 months, we actually took our first trip to Florida. And so we were really nervous about taking him out his routine, but I just remember him being in that hotel room. We got him his own little bed. We put him in this little like bassinet thing on top of the bed, and he slept through the night on that trip. And he was just 2 months old. He slept in the entire way through the night. So I'm gonna give you 5 things that I did that helped me get our baby to sleep through the night. So one of the first things that I did was, I know this is a little bit controversial, but as soon as my baby was born, I started sleep training. I know that at the beginning, it's like, what are you talking about? How do you sleep train a newborn? And no, you can't do it in a normal sense. But what I did is, my baby never slept in the bed with me. Never, 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 not even once. I actually tried it once when he was about like 1 month old, and he didn't like it because he just wanted his own space. So I know it can be tempting to sleep with your baby, and if you do want to do that, hey, so be it. But I'm just saying, for me, I knew that if he was in the bed with me, I was not going to get good sleep. So ever since immediately when my baby was born, we had the Snuggle Me Organic, or not the Snuggle Me Organic, we had the 4 Moms bassinet, and he slept in there until he was about 4 months old. But that's one of the first things that I would recommend, is to immediately get your baby used to where they're going to be sleeping. Now, the 4 Moms bassinet worked really, really well, and I really liked it. One of the reasons why I liked it is because it has movement. So anytime my baby would wake up and I knew that he wasn't really supposed to be up, AKA he was fed, his diaper was changed, anything like that, I would just turn on the bassinet and I would make it move so that he could go back to sleep. So that's what I mean by sleep training. Now, obviously at the beginning, babies need to eat like every 2 hours, so they're always hungry. But in between there, if they start to wake up, like, and you know that they're not really supposed to eat at the time, and you know that their diaper is changed, try not to go get them. That's my second tip. Do not immediately go get your baby once they're crying. Now, This gets a little bit easier when they're at the 2-3 month mark because they're more in a routine. They're not eating every 2 hours. But once your doctor gives you the okay to start sleeping, that your baby can start sleeping through the entire night and they don't need to feed at night, I would stop it. I would stop it immediately. And one of the things that helped me was when I was ready to stop eating at night, I think it was, gosh, I know I should probably have the facts on this, but I think it's like this 6-week mark, I believe. He didn't need milk in the middle of the night, so I stopped it. I think if you continue that pattern and you continue to feed your baby throughout the night and you're not training them to just sleep and be on their own, then like, of course you're not gonna get sleep. So one of the ways I did this is I would always give an extra feeding right before bed. So 1 hour before bed, and I still do that to this day. No matter how much he's eaten, no matter how much milk he had throughout the day, an hour before bedtime, I always gave him a bottle. Always, 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 so that he was super, super full. So in the middle of the day, I made sure he had all of his feedings. I gave him an extra bottle before nighttime. And then obviously I established a very good night routine. So at the beginning, we washed him every single night. And I know it was a hassle, but it worked. Every single night we actually did not bathe him in a tub. We actually showered with him. So every single night I would hold him in the shower. We would have rain music going on. Once he got out from the bath, we would lotion him up. We would give him a massage and we would put him down for sleep. Now at the beginning, sleeping from like his nighttime was like 10:30, 11 to like 8 o'clock, I believe. He was sleeping really, really late, but babies at the beginning, they don't sleep normal times. So that's kind of how it went at the very beginning. Now we have him on a routine to where he sleeps from 7 to 7 a.m., 12 hours, does not wake up unless he's in a regression or teething or something like that. But that's really rare for him to wake up in the middle of the night. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I would establish a great nighttime routine and I would just make sure that he is well fed. He or she is very well fed so that you do not have to wake up in the middle of the night with them. Now that being said, another thing that I would really, really recommend, and I will leave a link to it below, is a swaddle. Now, all babies don't love swaddles. My baby loved a swaddle. So we swaddled him literally until he was like 6 months old, and he was rolling over. And I know we shouldn't have been swaddling him, we should have transitioned earlier, and I'll give you a tip for how to transition your baby maybe in another video. But we swaddled him from the day he was born and he just loved it. And one of the ones, we've tried all of the different swaddles, the one that worked best for us was the Halo Sleep Sack Swaddle, or the Halo Sleep Swaddle, something like that. Anyway, I'll link it below so that you guys can get it. Once they're 6 months, they can't obviously be swaddled anymore. So we switched over to the Dreamland Baby Company Sleep Sack. That's what he uses now. But at the beginning, he was swaddled. We've tried all of the different ones. We've tried Aiden and Anai. We've tried like the Dream one where their arms were like this, and he did not like that. They did not work as well as the one that I'm recommending. So if you have not, go purchase that. If you're pregnant and you are wondering which one is the best, that one for us was the best. This arguably is the most important thing. Now, if you have never heard of this app, it is a lifesaver and I've talked about it so many times. But if you do not have it, get the Huckleberry app. I will also put a link to it below. It is amazing. Now, it works a little differently when your baby is newborn. After 2 months, it gets a little bit more intricate, but at the beginning, it's an app that helps you track poopy diapers, pee diapers, sleep habits, feedings, all of that stuff. It is amazing. And I really specifically use it for feedings and for sleep. So what you do is you can do is you can track how much they're sleeping, and it shows you the pattern in their sleep, which is really, really helpful. So you can kind of start to see like, oh, okay, by like 9 o'clock, he's getting kind of sleepy. So that's where we should start our night routine. And then by 10:30, he's really, really fussy. That means that he needs to go to sleep. And that's when he's falling asleep. So when you track it, you can see it in a graph form, and it shows you exactly when they usually fall asleep. And it kind of just helps you see, like, when you're in that that newborn stage, everything is just so hard to remember. And like I remember being like, oh, when is the last time he was asleep? Like, is he tired? Is he hungry? Like, it just eliminates all of that confusion. And then once your baby is 2 months old, it actually gives you sleep recommendations. So it will literally say, okay, your baby last slept 2 hours ago, is probably getting tired again. The next sleep time is at 5:15, or we recommend that your baby goes to sleep for night anytime between this time and this time. So you can put in, okay, I want my baby to go to sleep at 8 p.m. every single night. And it'll help you get there by spreading out the nap times according to when you want them to go to sleep. It is amazing. I'm telling you, you need it. I'll put the link below if you have not used it. And at this point now, I know my son's routine so much that I don't even need the app. But in those beginning early stages, it was crucial for me. It was crucial. And I know I'm not the only one that loves that app, because I put all of my friends on it and they absolutely love it as well. Another thing that I would definitely recommend is the Hatch baby machine. I'll also link that down below. That is amazing. It is so handy. I love it. And having that noise, I put it on the television noise personally. I love that noise. My baby loves that noise, and I feel like it sounds the most like the womb. And so I don't recommend leaving that on all night on high volume. Typically, depending on how big your nursery is, typically I put it on about 20%, and that's loud enough for me and my baby. But you know, that's up to you. Test it out, talk to your pediatrician. There are so many things that could help and contribute to babies having good sleep. I know that it's not easy, and I know it's not all black and white, but these are just some of the things that have helped me. There are so many other things that I could share, but these are the main things that have helped us get our baby to sleep so well. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll be happy to answer any of them for you. I guess the last thing that I would say is just be patient. Be patient with yourself and be patient with your baby, because they're learning just as you are, and they have no idea what they're doing, just like you may not know what you're doing. They're not trying to give you a hard time. They're having a hard time. They're having a hard time being outside of the womb. They're having a hard time learning the things around them and learning how to sleep without being in this soothing darkness. So, you know, it's hard. I know it's hard, but it's also hard for our babies. And so the more you can get that into, the more you can remember that, I feel like the better it will be. If you are a new mom, I really encourage you to start with these things early on. I'm known as the mom at the friend group that, like, when my baby, I know that it's I know a lot of things are out of your control, but I do believe that some things are within our control and some things we can try to shape and form to fit our lifestyle. The things that I did not want to negotiate on was sleep. Now I know that you're gonna lose sleep at the beginning no matter what, but I wanted to make sure that as soon as I was able to sleep train my baby that I did, and it helped me. It really did work for me. I mean, I'm the type of person that I need 8 hours of sleep to function. And if I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I'm not the best person. I'm grumpy and I am just not fun to be around. So I knew having a baby that sleep was going to be very important. So I did all the research before I had a baby so that maybe you don't have to. Hopefully this video condenses everything for you and helps you get down a routine. If you're pregnant and you haven't yet given birth, I encourage you to start these things as soon as your baby is born, because I promise you it will make it easier for you. Once you start these habits of like sleeping with your baby and not being on a schedule and not having a routine and not having this order to the way things are done, it's hard to backtrack. So the sooner you start them, I believe the better. Now I know that everything isn't predictable. I know that everything isn't going to work out the way you planned, but I feel like the more you plan and the more you have this structure, it kind of becomes easier when things don't go your way. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you got something from it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be making more videos like this, so if you liked it, like and subscribe, and don't be shy, leave a comment as well. I'm really going to be trying to make more sit-down videos to share my experience and to give any advice that I have, because boy have I learned a lot being a first-time mom. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Shayla Avery Oates, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.